That's right, YouTube. We're going to be unboxing a bad to the bone Nitro engine. It's 10 years old, but it's brand new. You're going to love it. Stay tuned. We're going to unbox it in this video, but right now I want to show you this. You guys know that usually I use the Sky RC electronic switches. I've been using a few just mechanical switches, and they work fine, but they wear over time and get corroded. But these go out too. So, you know, the only thing when you're bashing is you can knock your power switch off and have a runaway. That's the main reason. We all go to electronic switches. These are also LiPo compatible or nickel metal hydrate, your NIM battery. So here we go. We're going to check them out. We're going to see the quality of it, see how long they last. But this is what I'm using from a company called NHX RC Performance Parts, about the same as the Sky RC, maybe a little cheaper. Some of the Sky RC ones, you can't find them. Sometimes they go out of stock, but that's with anything. So here you go. There's your part number, NHX6360. I got this from nitrohobbies.com. Check them out. We're going to check it out. We're going to give them a shot. They're basically the same thing, you know. It's just a color blue. I like the blue color. Look good on the bill at Baja. But anyway, I appreciate y'all. Stay tuned in this video. Here in a few minutes, we're going to show you guys this bad to the bone. I'll just say it, man. Badass Nitro engine. See you then. People, here we go. So what we have here is a beautiful +4 Novorossi top engine. This engine is brand new, but it's 10 years old. So it has it's very well taken care of. Looks like a little bit of corrosion buildup there. We're going to clean all this up and put it back together. But look at that. That's a drilled. It's not filled, but it is drilled. It's a beautiful crank. We're going to get everything cleaned up. It's hard to see, but it's got right there, Rossi T3. Really nice crank, man. Polished crank. Novorossi trademark R, tuned right there on the crank. Let's look at the block. You can see the oil residue buildup. That's not rust in there. That's oil residue. That's probably what this is on here, because this is, yeah, might be corrosion, might be rust, I don't know. All that on the back there is just oil. This engine has never had fuel in it. It's brand new, brand spanking new. It's beautiful, classic 2013 Novorossi 3.5. So we're going to look at the rest of this, and I'm going to explain something to you about this engine. There we go. You can tell it's the original when they were still kicking it out, because it's got your blue Novorossi bearing there. Steel bearings. This head is beautiful. It's countersunk. There is a Novorossi trademark R there on the inside of it, and then this beautiful cooling head here, +4 top. I really like that cooling. That's what drew me to it. Other than that, this thing was out there on eBay for $229. I love it when they have make an offer. I make an offer. I settled on $170 for this engine. Started at $229. We went back and forth. We settled on $170. I tried to get it for $150, and I'll explain to you why it was only $170 here in a second. But let's take a look. You can see on the head button here as well, you know, that it sat on a shelf for 10 years, man. Beautiful, thick head button, marked for your exhaust. It's got some other code on there, 28028, Novorossi. Not only does it have the dots for the exhaust side, but it's got an arrow pointing. Back plate, it's pretty nice back plate for Novorossi, typical, you know, style. It's got the R trademark on the inside, marked up, and it's not bad. You can see again some remnants of. I'm gonna clean this thing from top to bottom, then we're gonna oil it up and put it back together, and then we're gonna break it in. I don't think we're gonna break it in the Associated though. I know I got this to start breaking in platforms and whatnot, but I think I'm going to leave it with the Novi for a bit. We've got some off-road tires on it. We're set up for bashing. We're going to hit the woogie ramps. Looks like it's going to rain again, though, but we'll see. So we'll probably break it in this. If it's raining this weekend, we'll do a first fire on this Novorossi engine. This is the real deal here. Novorossi +4. Let's take a look at the piston. Dimple piston, or team edition, if you will. Looks like it's lapped. Got your R7 rod. Again, we got some corrosion. And when y'all are taking these off of the pin, off of the crank pin, you have to make sure, sometimes when it won't come off, sometimes it's binding on the wrist pin. You have to make sure it slides over on the wrist pin, and then it'll come off. But if you're just pulling on it and it's not sliding over on the wrist pin, then you're just binding it. So there you go. You got your holes on the side, holes for your wrist pin. It's a really nice crank. Oil valley. And your sleeve. So again, exhaust port. You got these 2 holes down here. Not sure what they're for. You got little short fangs on here, little shortcuts. 4-port, 2 in the front, 2 on the sides. It's pretty unique looking exhaust port there. It's got them little ridges. You can tell it's just been sitting in there, man. No fuel, nothing. It's got oil, dried oil residue But we're going to clean all that off, put it back together. Alright, let me get it cleaned up. I'll show you all the final product, and we'll get this installed in the MB 48.4. We'll give it a first fire. We'll see if I'm going to send it off to be modified, or if I'm just going to keep it stock. I'm having a good time with stock engines. You don't always have to have them modified. This Nova B5 stock is a very powerful engine, man, and I have modified engines. All right, and we do have all our paperwork with this. Here's your birth date, your birth certificate right here. Grazioso Rossi, Administrator, Monticelli Brusati, 01/03/2013, T+4. Beautiful. There you go. And then you got your Chingadero here. Here's, it's all in Italian though. Yeah, this is when they sent you your break-in procedures and stuff like that. All in Italian. And then of course your blow-up version of the uses a C6 TGC. That was the number for the CT06, as it is now called, the CT06. So before, originally it was C6 TGC turbo plug. All right, people. All right, so basically one of the reasons that I got it for 170 bucks, it's a great deal, as this engine had no carburetor. So apparently someone had gone in and stolen the carburetor off of it, but wouldn't you know that we just so happen to have a brand new Nova Rossi carburetor. This is the 3-needle carburetor. It's the same carburetor that comes stock with the Virtus. And I don't even remember how I acquired this, because the Virtus has its. Maybe the Paloma, I think, also has this particular one right here. But they all have their carburetors, so I'm not sure how I got this. But it is brand new. Never had any fuel through it whatsoever. Never been milled. Nothing like that. So we will definitely run this Nova Rossi race carb on this Nova Rossi engine. So I'm going to get this cleaned up, people, and I'll show y'all what it looks like all cleaned up.